Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another beginner's controller guide video. Today, we are going to focus on centering. I've mentioned it in my other two controller videos, and I briefly talked about the importance of centering, but today this is all we're going to talk about. Centering, what is it, why it is important, and the mistakes that we all make, myself included, when we're not centering properly and how it's affecting our gunfights, the ones we win and the ones we lose. So let's get into it. What is centering? So centering is basically having your crosshair literally at the center of the screen, or more or less at the eye level of your enemies, right? Not running around looking down at the floor. So let's take a look at good centering and why it's effective in gunfights. So we'll start with an example here. So crosshair up at the center. You see right here, we can see good centering. My crosshair is right above this ledge right here. Let me see. Let me draw an arrow instead, because that doesn't make any sense to not have an arrow here. So you see this ledge right here. My crosshair is right above this ledge. Why? Because the way the game is designed, if you've played enough Call of Duty, this is something that you'll notice in every map, even in Warzone and Resurgent and multiplayer. They purposely make all the ledges at about chest level for most players, whether running or crouching, because that's where they want you to keep your crosshair above, because this is what's called the head glitches. So you see how my crosshair is right here in the center, and I'm aiming above this ledge, and you're going to see why in 2 seconds, why this is important. So I'm running, keep my crosshair up above the ledge. Somebody comes around the corner, instant kill, right? I'm hitting him, I'm hitting that person right where I need to, upper chest, neck, and if I'm lucky, I get a headshot. But like I said, if you take a look here, I'm above this threshold right here, right above this threshold, and I'm in this upper character box right here, always. So you see the importance of that, right? So let's keep going. We'll see another example. Aim above, boom. I see somebody, and this is what I was saying right here earlier. So you see right here, all you see is their head right here. All you see is their head, but they're right above, the little ledge. Like I just said earlier, Call of Duty loves to do this. They do this on purpose to tell you basically where to always be aiming. This character is crouch. All I see is their head and a shoulder. They're peeking. So if my crosshair is consistently above this line here, I'm ready to hit them, you see? So you're gonna see here, I make a quick adjustment. I back up, I get my sniper out, boom. I'm ready to hit him. Ironically, I didn't get a headshot, but welcome to Call of Duty, I guess. We'll try to slow it down. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. You see, this character is right above this little ledge, right above this little ledge. So all you see is their upper body. This is a hard target to hit from far away. Let's say I wasn't sniping. Let's say I only had an SMG or an AR. Obviously, I wouldn't have this level of scope. So my shots would have to be even more accurate than if I was sniping. So luckily I'm sniping, but this is just to, to kind of give you a heads up of like, this is why centering is so important. I see them, I reposition, I get my sniper out, I get the shot off. Of course, I didn't get the headshot. Somehow I hit him in the chest, but that's okay. I still got that shot off, right? So that's kind of my point, why centering is so important. I re-engage. I see a person coming around this corner. Look right here. Look at where I'm aiming right here. I'm aiming. My iron is right here in the center, and it's centered right across this person's head right here. You see what I mean? And you can even see this line. You see this line that goes up right here? And then the ledge that goes across. This is the point I've been saying. Centering. Always keep your crosshair up. Always keep your irons up. Keep your reticle up. Don't look at the floor. I'm going to show you an example in a minute here of the mistakes we make. And like I said, myself included, I do this too. I tend to look down at the floor, and it just doesn't keep you ready for gunfights. And you might still win those gunfights, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to have to constantly swing up to get at your target. You want to be ready for your target. See, when I came around this corner, I was already centered up. I expected him because I saw him on the mini map. I saw the directional arrow. I expected this character to come out behind that wall, so I was ready for this gunfight. Easy kill, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Always centering. This character is coming around the corner. You know, look at where I'm aiming. Character came from here. I'm already aiming across. See where my irons is? My iron is right there. Where am I aiming at? I'm aiming right at their head, right here, right at their hitbox. Centering. Always have your crosshair up. Never be looking down at the floor. This is why centering is so important, especially when you combine this with the rotational aim assist, like I spoke about in my other two videos. You know, when you combine it with regular, aim assist slowdown bubble with your right stick, rotational aim assist with your left stick, these fights are gonna be piece of cake for you. Like I said, whether you're in multiplayer, whether you're in Warzone, whether you're in Resurgence, does not matter. It's the same logic for all three game modes. See, easy kill, headshot right there. So, right there, easy kill. Another one coming around the corner, easy kill. I'm always centered. I always got my irons up. So let's take a look at another example. Same thing here. I'm coming around this corner. I'm looking at my map. I see on my map up here on the upper left. Where's my mouse? On my upper left, right here, I see there's an enemy. They're moving away from me, but just in case they turn around, look at where I'm looking. I'm looking right here. I'm getting ready for them. My weapon is pointing up because I'm getting ready to look at the staircase right here, right? I'm getting ready to look at the staircase. So as I turn the corner, I'm aiming up. You see? If you take a look, where am I looking? I'm looking where they potentially are going to peek, which is right here, right? I'm not aiming at the stairs. I'm not aiming anywhere else. I'm not aiming down here or over here. I'm aiming right at the stairs because the only place they could be is they'd be standing right here. So that's where I'm aiming. I'm not aiming down here or up here on a rock or any of that. I'm aiming where they potentially could be based on this mini map on the upper left, right? So centering again. Now I'm anticipating them. They're still running away. Same thing. I turn the corner and look at where I'm aiming when I turn the corner. As soon as I turn this corner, where am I looking? I'm expecting they're going to be anywhere in this general area right here. So where am I pointing? I'm pointing in that general area. I'm getting ready to ADS. My gun's still not up, but I'm already facing in the direction where I want to center, right? Because that's the thing. I want to be ready to just ADS and fire. I don't want to have to ADS and then adjust too much. You're always going to have micro adjustments, right? That's normal. That's going to happen. You're always going to have micro adjustments. But what I don't want is to, I don't want to be aiming all the way to the right to then have to swing left, or all the way up into the sky to then have to pull down, or aiming down at his feet to have to look up. So, if you pay attention, I'm not aiming down here at his feet and then I got to swing up. I'm not doing that. I'm centering, boom, and I'm right on him. I'm ready to fire. Easy kill. Same thing here. I look at the mini map. I see somebody else is coming around the corner. I look up here on the mini map. I know he's on my level because there's no up and down arrow. So I know this player. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I know that player is going to come around the corner. So I have to swing this corner and be ready to look down this hallway. Now I want to center down this hallway because he's not going to be up on top of the wall on the ceiling or anything. So I have to be ready to swing and center down this hallway. So let's take a look at that. I turn and look at where I'm aiming. Again, I'm always staying above the little blocks that the game puts for me. See, there's a little box right here. Look at my crosshair. My crosshair is always above that box. I'm getting ready for the player who's going to come out this corner right here. And I'm always above this box so that I'm not shooting the box. Nothing's in my way. But also, this box is playing cover for me. So if the enemy starts shooting at me, I'm also behind cover. See what I'm saying? So then I swing, boom, insta kill. Why? Because I'm already centered. I'm not shooting at his legs and then I have to swing up. I'm not shooting at his stomach and then I have to swing up. I'm already at chest level, ready for that gunfight. Right? Same thing here. As I'm going around, I'm aiming where they could potentially come out from. You know, this enemy right here, I see him on the mini map. He's in this bottom room. If you look at the mini map right now, he's in this bottom room. He's in this bottom room. So naturally, I'm going to focus on aiming at this opening right here because he's going to come out of here. The only place he's going to come out of is through here. He can't jump the roof, and he's not going to go through the wall. He has to come out through this opening right here. He has to come out through here. So I just pre-aim it, and I'm just ready for that gunfight if it does happen, if he does peek it. Doesn't peek it. Oh, I see a guy right here. Center right over it. So this is the stop looking down I was saying earlier. So what's the stop looking down? You know, right here, look at where my crosshair is. My crosshair here, I'm aiming at the floor. Who would I possibly be getting ready to fight if I'm looking down at the floor? If someone comes out of this corner right here, I'm out of position. If someone comes out of this corner right here, I'm out of position. If someone comes out of this corner right here, I'm out of position because I would have to swing up, swing up, swing up. Again, if this is a really good player, by the time I swing up, I'm dead. This is what you have to remember. This is why in a lot of gunfights, sometimes you might even think you got the first shot off because you swing up, you shoot, you get a hit marker and die, and you're like, how? How did I lose that fight? Because you're not calculating the time it takes for you to swing up, get that first or second shot before you get a hit marker. But if this person is already centering at you, they're beaming you. By the time you get your first or second shot, they might already be shooting you in the chest or getting a headshot. So that's why I said with the way desync works in the game too, because we have to factor that. We have to factor desync, hit registration, server lag, server compensation. There's so many things at play here. You know, we all play on different internet speeds across the country, across the world. So there's a lot of factors that you really can't directly control. So if you're already having to adjust your aim, you know, at these people coming up, if you're starting down here and you have to suddenly swing up at this guy, but this guy is perfectly centered on you, yeah, you might think you're getting first shots on him, but you're really not. You're already dead, unfortunately. But if you came around this corner and you were centered, then you'd be ready for this fight. So this is why, look, we run around like this, looking down. And look, this is a perfect example. So this guy's on his way to jump off. But look at where I'm looking. I'm looking down at the floor. Imagine if I had turned this corner right here and I was already centered on this guy, right? I might be able to get a shot or two off on him, right? But I'm down here. So now I got to swing my aim up to try to hit a moving target that's jumping away from me, right? That's valuable time. That's a potential kill you missed, you know, or vice versa. If he was facing me, if he was just standing on that ledge facing me and I'm looking down at the ground, guess what? I'm looking down at the ground. Let's say he's looking at me. Boom, he has clear shots on me. And you got to swing your aim up before you can hit him. So this is why it's so important when you're running around the map, even when you don't see anyone, we have to make a conscious effort to constantly have our aim up. Pay attention to the ledges, like I said. If you run around the map, you pay attention to these ledges. The ledges will tell you where you should be aiming. Look, there's a piece of glass right here. You can't really see it. There's a piece of glass right here. Keep your aim above this glass. You see, my crosshair is under this glass. I should be aiming minimum at the height of this glass as I'm running. Minimum. And if not, since I'm shooting far away, you want to aim at this back ledge back here. This super highlighted red back edge. So, you see? See how I missed there? I wasn't able to shoot that guy because I wasn't centered. I completely missed that opportunity to even if I just got a bullet or two on him. I missed that opportunity. That could have been an enemy that you were already fighting and they're weak and they're trying to run away from you. But now you can't get that last shot because you weren't centered, right? So this is why it's so important because every shot matters. Every shot counts in Call of Duty, especially in multiplayer, but every shot matters. So you might think like, oh, I'll just follow him and jump over. He might be waiting for you. He might be aiming up over this edge, waiting for you to follow him, right? So again, look, we run around, we're looking down, crosshairs at the floor. You know, we all do this from time to time. And I used to do it all the time. I used to only run around looking down, and I had to have people tell me, hey, you lost that fight because you were looking down, or oh, you lost that fight because you shot their legs while they shot you in the chest. So that's the thing. It took me time to build this habit and work on centering, on actively centering, right? And I would just run around down like this. See, bring your crosshair up. You see what I just did there? You see how different that looks when you're looking down at the floor versus when you bring your crosshair up? Look, right here, I'm basically looking straight at me, but I'm looking straight at me, but where am I looking? I'm looking down at the floor. If there's a person standing right here, do you think I'm ready for this gunfight? If there's a person standing at this door and I'm looking down at the floor, of course I'm not ready. But this person might be ready. This person might be ready to beam you, right? This person might already be centered on you while I'm too busy looking at the floor. I don't know what. Am I trying to look for stains in the carpet? I don't know. I shouldn't be looking down here. I should always be looking up at this door. And then look right here. Bring it up. That's what I'm talking about. Bring your aim up. Get ready. Chest eye level. Chest eye level. Right? See the difference? Chest eye level. That's centering. Chest eye level. Like I said before, the map will tell you where you should be aiming. See this ledge? The map should tell you where you should be aiming. The ledges will always tell you at what level you should be aiming. And we just got to make that a habit. That's all. And then once we start combining that with like the aim assist, look, same thing here. Guys around the corner. Like I said, the game tells you, hey man, we're only going to show you his upper body behind this corner right here. So this is why you got to keep your irons up. Because the game's going to always give you the clue. They do this by design. This isn't by accident. None of this is by accident. This is game design. This is purposeful design in the game. So, ready to shoot, all upper shots, elimination. Same thing here. Hey, look down lane. I have one ledge here I'm using as cover. Here's another ledge here. And then here's the little bar area. Notice how my irons are over all three ledges. I'm ready to shoot. I'm ready to shoot where an enemy could be. The only possible place they could be. And they're only going to possibly be behind these ledges, right? I just showed you. You're only going to see their upper body. So this is why it's important. This is why you got to make this. This is just, you're building the muscle memory right now. You're building the muscle memory for all your gunfights. Looking over the ledge. Here. All upper body shots, centering. All upper body shots, centering. Same thing here. This next fight, I know I lose this next fight, but watch how I'm ready for this next fight, because this person ends up being behind the bar right here, right? So you can see their upper body right here. Let me try a different color because red is not coming through here. So you can see their upper body right here in the little blue square. They're already aiming at me. This is what I was saying earlier. If you're playing a good player, the good player is already going to be pre-aiming you, centered on you. So my aim has to be above this bar line if I want any chance at hitting this person. Now, I lose this gunfight, but I still get shots off. Now, based on what I said earlier, I fully believe part of the reason why I lost this gunfight is because, look, instead of me being aimed at him, now I knew he was back here, but I didn't know exactly where he was. So look at where my aim is. My aim is to the left of him. So I got to swing my aim around at him. And that little swing gives the enemy enough time to win this gunfight. So you see, I got some hit markers, but because I had to swing, my enemy won the gunfight, which is exactly what I said earlier. See, look, here we have a much clearer picture. Much clearer picture. They're already pre-aimed at me. You could see him aiming at me. But look at where I'm aiming. I'm aiming right here. So now what does this mean for us? He's ready to shoot. I have to swing over to get to him. 9 times out of 10, who's going to win this gunfight? Probably your enemy. If your enemy can shoot, at least, let's be for real. If your enemy can shoot, if they're using all the tactics, if they're centering, if they have their irons up or their reticle up, assuming this is a controller player, if they're utilizing their rotational aim assist, could be a mouse player, if it's a mouse player who's just really good at centering and shooting. But let's assume it's like for like. You're playing another controller player. You're on controller, they're on controller. They're using their rotational aim assist. They're centering. They're pre-aiming this corner that you're swinging around, but you're not centered the way I'm not here. Who's gonna win that fight 9 times out of 10? They are, and that's exactly what happened here. I got shots on them, but they got first shots on my upper body, upper chest, headshot maybe. Boom, and I died there. But again, this is a great example of everything that I've been mentioning so far. The importance of centering, the importance of not having to over adjust your shot. Micro adjustments are okay. Big swing adjustments, big wide adjustments, not good. You're gonna lose those gunfights, especially in multiplayer. If you're a ranked multiplayer guy or girl, guess what? You know it's only 150 health and the gunfights happen quick. All right, so you need to. All these gunfights matter. So, and the same thing. It's the same rules for sniping. All right, if you're a sniper or you're trying to be a better sniper, a lot of sniping is centering and very small micro adjustments. You don't want to be over swinging and swiping left and right to get your snipes. Like, yes, you're going to have those moments, but those moments should be rare. Your best shots should come naturally and easy. If you're centering and someone's moving across the screen, a lot of times you don't even have to follow them. And I'm going to give you a couple examples here of that. So I look on the map here. If you look on the top left, I can see somebody's coming right here. They're on the top left. Clearly, this is the opening door. Okay, not sure why I did that again. This is the opening door right here where they're gonna come through. So I'm getting ready. They're gonna run to my right like this. So let's see what happens. I missed the first shot. Boom, I center back up. You see, I missed the first shot, but when I center back up, it's a quick micro adjustment. I'm basically right next to them. Quick micro adjustment, get the shot off, headshot, right? That one's not even the best example. The next one is probably the best example. So I see another person over here on the map. I'll show you. If you look on the map right here, you can see their little arrow right here on the map. So there's somewhere back here. There's somewhere back here. So I know this, right? So I'm going to get ready. I'm going to come around this corner. I see them. Boom. They're right there. They're right here. And they're running to the left. So instead of me following them, I'm just going to make sure I center. And I'm going to time where I want to shoot them. All right? Instead of me having to follow them, I'm going to center and just let them run into my shot. So I'm doing minimal micro adjustments, and they're just going to come into my shot. Boom. Headshot, right? I'll show it again. Let me see. I should be able to slow this down. Playback. Let's slow this down for you guys. Speed slower. I let them run in, and I just hit my shot. I'll show it again. I'll try to slow it down a little more. Let's go slower. So you can see. I zoom in, I wait, and then I just let them run into the shot. But I was centered that whole time. You see, look. I'm centered. I'm at eye level. Look, I'm at their eye level. My crosshair is at their eye level. And since they're going this way, all I have to do is wait till they hit my point right here where I want to shoot. And he's going to run right into this path right here. So again, micro adjustment for me, but I'm centered. Get the shot off. Boom. Headshot. Right? See, once again, the importance of centering. Works for sniping. It works even better for sniping. Same thing here. This guy's moving to the right. All I got to make sure I do is ADS in. Make sure my crosshair comes up. Right now, it's just over the couch. Should be a little higher. Center. Headshot. So again, it works even better for sniping. Because with sniping, you kind of get that hit scan. Especially if they're within range. So same thing here. Once again, just going back to what we said earlier, keep my reticle above the obstacles built into the game. You see, all I see is his head and shoulders, upper chest. So I'm ready for this gunfight. Micro adjustment. I'm making a small micro adjustment to the right so I can get these shots off. So I'm always ready. Right? Same thing here. I see another person coming around the corner. Look at the map. You look at the upper map. There's an arrow right here. So there's a guy about to swing this corner. He's going to come from over here to try to fight me. I see him. Let's say he hears me, or maybe he has a UAV, so he knows I'm coming. I know he's coming around the corner. We're going to meet in the middle, you know, and let's see who wins this fight, right? Now, as long as you're centered, see, I'm already aiming over the ledge, ready? Boom. He does the same thing, right? He's aimed over the ledge. I hit him once or twice. He backs up. He repositions, right? I do too. I back up. I reposition again. Keep my crosshair up. Ready for the fight. This is why it's important. Look, regain it. I use this ledge here for cover. You know, he weakened me, but I knew I had this cover right here. So I backed up, reloaded, let my health regen. Now I'm back in the fight. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to use the ledge for cover. Now remember, I saw him in the back corner before. I saw him back here before. So that's why you notice I'm aiming there first. But he has since moved. But I'm still center. I'm still center here. I'm still aiming center. Look at where my reticle is. And look at where his body is. Where would I hit him? I would still hit him like mid-stomach, upper chest because he's crouched. I'm still ready for this fight. Boom, boom, headshot. Micro adjustment. I was already at his chest level. He was climbing up on a table. So micro adjustment from his chest to his head. Instant kill, right? Again, you always just want to focus on micro adjustments. You don't want to be swinging wildly. See, headshots. You keep your reticle up. These are easy fights. Headshot. This is what I mean. Keep your reticle up. Headshot. This is why centering is important. Look, this is probably one of the best examples. I've probably showed you this whole video. Again, using the ledge for cover right here. He comes around the corner. All I see is his upper body. My reticle is up. As soon as I start shooting him, easy fight. Headshot. And so that's it. That's all I wanted to touch in on this video. The importance of centering, what centering is, you know, and centering is not just an up and down vertical movement. It's left to right as well. You don't want to be swinging wildly left to right, trying to get on target. You want to anticipate where your target is going to be, where they're going to come from. Use the barriers in the game as not just defensive guides to, you know, to block your body, but use them as guides to know where your crosshair or your reticle should be. If you're aiming under an obstacle, then you know you're aiming too low, right? Just look around the map. The game is designed there's guides everywhere in the game to let you know where you should be aiming. If you find yourself aiming below all these little obstacles, below chairs, below couches, below walls, start pulling your aim up, pull your reticle up. All right? That's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Hope this video helps you. Hope you guys get more kills in the game.